Today's episode is titled Characters That Match with the 16 Myers and Briggs Personalities. This article has been written by Isabella Brownlee. What is the Myers and Briggs 16 Personality Tool? Isabel Briggs Myers first developed the MBTI tool in the 1940s, but with continuous research and development of information about different psychological types, the publication first appeared in 1962. With decades of research and results, this tool has proven to be valid in providing people with results that can aid in identifying who they are. Most educational systems use the test to introduce psychology and begin by helping people understand themselves better. To find out your personality type, take the test to see which character you most identify with. Each personality has similar aspects that might correlate with another personality. You might find that yourself or a character could be categorized into multiple categories. This is because of similarities, and the way we view characters can differ between each person. INTJ, the architect. I, introverted. N, intuitive. T, thinking. J, judging. Characteristics: imaginative, strategic, planners. Favorite movie genres: thriller. Architects, INTJ, tend to exude a feeling of certainty and self-confidence. They are sometimes mistaken as arrogant, but instead are perfectionists with an inexhaustible need to improve on something that piques their attention. Because of their rare trait, combination of creativity and reliability, INTJs make great innovators.
One never knows from where the next great leap forward is going to come, or from whom.
The science and engineering fields are traditional INTJ job options, but they can be found everywhere that needs a mix of knowledge and decision making. Characters that resemble the INTJ personality. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, played by Christian Bale in The Dark Knight. Maleficent, played by Angelina Jolie in The Maleficent. Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy, played by Matthew McFadden in Pride and Prejudice. Stephen Hawking, played by Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything. T'Challa, also known as Black Panther, played by Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther. INTP, the Logician. I, introverted. N, intuitive. T, thinking. P, perceiving. Characteristics: innovative, curious, logical. Favorite movie genre: science fiction. Logicians, INTP, are conscientious, logical individuals. They may become so consumed in their thinking that they seem disconnected, but they are usually indifferent to their environment. The feeling of failure is a significant cause of anxiety for INTPs. They spend much time second-guessing their choices.
This is happening so quickly. I think I need a moment.
INTPs also excel in structured environments. The INTP's conscious thinking can be overtaken by knowing, discovering, mastering, and controlling processes. Characters that resemble the INTP personality. Alice Kingsley, played by Mia Wasikowska in Alice in Wonderland. Hiccup, played by Jay Baruchel in How to Train Your Dragon. Luna Lovegood, played by Evanna Lynch in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Neo, played by Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. Violet Baudelaire, played by Emily Browning in A Series of Unfortunate Events. ENTJ, the Commander. E, extroverted. N, intuitive. T, thinking. J, judging. Characteristics: imaginative, strong-willed, confrontational. Favorite movie genre: crime. Commanders, ENTJ, have a strong urge to organize and guide their activities. This may be achieved with the finesse of a global leader or with the callousness of a cult leader. When discussing their programs or plans, ENTJs often use the phrase larger than life. The skill may be shown by salesmanship, storytelling, or stand-up comedy.
That was exactly what my parents taught me. They were like, if a stranger offers you candy or gum, get in their car.
ENTJs have a clear sense of self-determination. They see what has to be accomplished and delegate tasks to their peers. Characters that resemble the ENTJ personality. Alonzo Harris, played by Denzel Washington in Training Day. Princess Leia Organa, played by Carrie Fisher in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada. President Snow, played by Donald Sutherland in The Hunger Games. Wichita, played by Emma Stone in Zombieland. ENTP, the debater. E, extroverted. N, intuitive. T, thinking. P, perceiving. Characteristics: smart, curious, intellectual. Favorite movie genre: comedy. Debaters, ENTP, are usually fast on their feet, both verbally and mentally. And they like debating. ENTPs are as inventive and astute at problem solving as they are at verbal gymnastics.
Well, my brother has his sword, and I have my mind, and a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
On a few occasions, they outsmart themselves. ENTPs are naturally cheerful individuals, but they may get annoyed by slight losses and inconveniences.
Are you yawning in the middle of this while I'm breaking it down? Huh? Did you hear what I said?
Stop listening after you said we need a plan.
When it comes to their intimate partnerships, ENTPs have the potential to establish solid connections with their loved ones. Characters that resemble the ENTP personality. Elizabeth Bennet, played by Keira Knightley in Pride and Prejudice. Fred and George Weasley, played by James Phelps and Oliver Phelps in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Jack Skellington, played by Danny Elfman and Chris Sarandon in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. Tyrion Lannister, played by Peter Dinklage in Game of Thrones. INFJ, the advocate. I, introverted. N, intuitive. F, feeling. J, judging. Characteristics: quiet, mystical, idealist. Advocates, INFJ, are known for their variety of skills and diverse personalities.
It was fun. It's just like a sleepover. We should order pizza. Big cosmos. Harley, focus.
INFJs are idealists with a solid humanitarian perspective. INFJs are worried about their intimate interactions as well as society as a whole. Since they look outgoing and are involved with people, they are often mistaken for extroverts. However, INFJs are natural introverts who can only be socially intimate and happy with a select group of long-term associates, family members, or soulmates. INFJs usually find it easier to articulate themselves on paper since they have good writing abilities. Characters that resemble the INFJ personality. Albus Dumbledore, played by Richard Harris and Michael Gambon in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Glenn Rhee, played by Stephen Yeun in The Walking Dead. Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie in Birds of Prey. Morpheus, played by Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix. Thanos, played by Josh Brolin in Avengers: Infinity War. INFP, the mediator. I, introverted. N, intuitive. F, feeling. P, perceiving. Characters kind, generous, self-critical. Favorite movie genre, fantasy. Mediators, INFP, are calm, open-minded, and inventive. And they treat everything they do with compassion and creativity. INFPs may appear quiet or shy on the outside. They do, however, often have vibrant, emotional inner lives. People with this personality style may feel confused or out of touch with the world because they make up such a small percentage of the population.
You understand, you're a wallflower.
I didn't think anyone noticed me.
Characters that resemble the INFP personality. Charlie, played by Logan Lerman in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Edward Scissorhands, played by Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands. Elio Perlman, played by Timothée Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name. Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Wanda Maximoff, played by Elizabeth Olsen in WandaVision. ENFJ, the protagonist. E extroverted, N intuitive, F feeling, J judging. Characteristics: charismatic, inspiring, natural leaders. Favorite movie genre: romance. Protagonists: ENFJ are humanities, gentle leaders. Many people are attracted to their nurturing side and grand ideas because of their incredible charm. With their exceptional leadership skills and unique salesmanship, many ENFJs have immense power to influence others. They are willing to see the larger picture and are vulnerable to placing others' interests ahead of their own. They are easily at risk of being harmed or manipulated by others, which can cause them to often carry on more tasks than they can manage. Characters that resemble the ENFJ personality. Hans, played by Santino Fontana in Frozen. Katara, played by Mae Whitman in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mary Poppins, played by Julie Andrews in Mary Poppins. Princess Diana, also known as Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman. Remus Lupin, played by David Thewlis in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. ENFP, the campaigner. E extroverted, N intuitive, F feeling, P perceiving. Characteristics: enthusiastic, creative, free-spirited. Favorite movie genre: animated films. Campaigners, ENFP, are people-centered developers with an infectious passion for innovative concepts, people, and events. ENFPs are energetic and enthusiastic people who enjoy assisting others in realizing their creative potential. ENFPs are fast and articulate communicators who use their wit, humor, and language mastery to tell entertaining stories. ENFPs are creative and imaginative, and they also have an excellent visual hand. Characters that resemble the ENFP personality. Christine Ladybird McPherson, played by Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird. Enola Holmes, played by Millie Bobby Brown in Enola Holmes. Jo March, played by Winona Ryder in Little Women. Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell in The Office. Phoebe Buffay, played by Lisa Kudrow in Friends. ISTJ, the Logistician. I introverted, S sensing, T thinking, J judging. Characteristics: practical, fact-minded, reliable. Favorite movie genre: war. Logisticians, ISTJ, are conscious of what is good and bad, most directly in their field of interest and duty. They are known for their commitment to service.
Him so he can go home. If that earns me the right to get back to my wife, well then that's my mission.
ISTJs are also the appearance of being aloof and cold at first, which can cause them to have a hard time communicating their warmth. ISTJs are easily irritated by others' contradictions, particularly when the second parties fail to follow up with their promises. However, once they are questioned, they generally hold their thoughts to themselves. Characters that resemble the ISTJ personality. Arthur, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Inception. Captain John Miller, played by Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. Harry Potter, played by Daniel Radcliffe in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Maximus, played by Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Thorin Oakenshield, played by Richard Armitage in The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey. ISFJ, the defender. I, introverted. S, sensing. F, feeling. J, judging. Characteristics: protective, warm, caring. Favorite movie genre: mystery. Defenders, ISFJ, are described by their ability to help people, or their need to be wanted, above all else. ISFJs are often underappreciated and are sometimes used by others for their hard work.
She's tenacious. You have no idea.
Ironically, while they have shown time and time again that they can be counted on for their integrity, those around them often take them for granted. ISFJs are methodical and precise professionals with an excellent memory and surprising analytical abilities. They are often effective with others in small groups or one-on-one circumstances due to their patience and compassionate attitude to communicating with others. Characters that resemble the ISFJ personality: Bella Swan, played by Kristen Stewart in Twilight. Dr. Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern in Jurassic Park. Joyce Byers, played by Winona Ryder in Stranger Things. Kit Walker, played by Evan Peters in American Horror Story Asylum. Sally, played by Catherine O'Hara in The Nightmare Before Christmas. ESTJ, the executive. E, extroverted. S, sensing. T, thinking. J, judging. Characteristics: organized, punctual, leader. Favorite movie genre: Western. Executives: ESTJ, favor order and consistency. Since they are extroverted, their main emphasis is on people organization.
You two better change into robes. I expect we'll be arriving soon.
For the ESTJ, tradition is quite significant, meaning they remember and honor holidays, birthdays, and other annual events. They believe that power, position, and reputation should be won rather than taken for granted. ESTJs seldom approach laziness with ambivalence or beneficence.
Does she use the cups? Yes, I believe she does. Does she use the plates? Yes, I believe she does.
Characters that resemble the ESTJ personality: Captain Hook, played by Jason Isaacs in Peter Pan. Hermione Granger, played by Emma Watson in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Monica Geller, played by Courtney Cox in Friends. Queen of Hearts, played by Helena Bonham Carter in Alice in Wonderland. Tywin Lannister, played by Charles Dance in Game of Thrones. ESFJ, the Consul. E, extroverted. S, sensing. F, feeling. J, judging. Characteristics: caring, social, popular. Favorite movie genre: musicals. Consuls, ESFJ, are susceptible to emotional injuries, and when they are emotionally injured, their feelings are uncontrollable.
Fuck you, Dr. J!
They wear their hearts on their sleeves by default, exuding kindness and goodwill while sometimes overflowing with the light of their souls. Their sense of right and wrong is ripped apart by an intense need to rescue others. When a choice has to be taken, particularly one that might lead to tension, an internal wrestling match ensues. Characters that resemble the ESFJ personality: Commodus, played by Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator; Debbie Gallagher, played by Emma Kenny in Shameless; Heather Chandler, played by Kim Walker in Heathers; Norma Louise Bates, played by Vera Farmiga in Bates Motel; Queen Eleanor, played by Emma Thompson in Brave; ISTP, the Virtuoso, I introverted, S sensing, T thinking, P perceiving. Characteristics: bold, practical, experimental. Favorite movie genre: horror. Virtuosos, ISTP, usually conserve their resources until a mission or adventure deserving of their time introduces itself, at which stage they spring into motion. ISTPs are challenging to grasp in terms of their desire for personal space, which affects their interpersonal relationships. When they do chat, ISTPs are masters of the one-liner, exhibiting bursts of humor, often in the most stressful circumstances, which may render them to seem thick-skinned.
You don't want to be alone out here, girl. Someone worse than me would find you.
There's no one worse than you.
Characters that resemble the ISTP personality: Arya Stark, played by Maisie Williams in Game of Thrones; Miguel, played by Anthony Gonzalez in Coco; Minerva McGonagall, played by Maggie Smith in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone; Mulan, played by Yifi Liu in Mulan; Inigo Montoya, played by Mandy Patinkin in The Princess Bride; ISFP, the Adventurer, I introverted, S sensing, F feeling, P perceiving. Characteristics: artistic, charming, explorers. Favorite movie genre: family. Adventurers, ISFP, are the first to notice the new trends and are gentle caretakers. Due to their taste in aesthetics, many ISFPs are willing to explore fashion and even set them. Their instincts yearn to be let go, and they always do so while people aren't looking. The ISFP who suppresses these urges feels dead inside. On the first encounter, ISFPs may be very friendly, showering you with praises that may be well deserved. In other times, the same individual can be remote and aloof. Characters that resemble the ISFP personality: Aurora, played by Elle Fanning in Maleficent; Bob Belcher, played by H. John Benjamin in Bob's Burgers; Buffy Summers, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar in Buffy the Vampire Slayer; Patrick Star, played by Bill Fagerbakke in SpongeBob SquarePants; Raven Mystique, played by Jennifer Lawrence in X-Men Days of Future Dead; ESTP, the Entrepreneur, E extroverted, S sensing, T thinking, P perceiving. Characteristics: smart, energetic, perceptive. Favorite movie genre: action, adventure. Entrepreneurs, ESTP, are individuals who are active and random. ESTPs get much pleasure by acting on their urges.
Are you a real life pilot?
I sure am, little lady. What's your name?
Celine.
Celine, it's a pleasure to meet you.
They are drawn to activities that require a lot of strength, pace, thrill, and danger. An ESTP can feel empty when these urges are suppressed for a long time. ESTPs search for non-verbal, almost subliminal clues as to what makes their target click. If they've figured it out, they wait for the perfect opportunity to diminish the unsuspecting victims, ace and claim victory. Surprisingly, ESTPs seem to appreciate and value someone who may outperform them at their own game. Characters that resemble the ESTP personality: Aladdin, played by Mana Masood in Aladdin; Carl Grimes, played by Chandler Riggs in The Walking Dead; Frank Abagnale, played by Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can; Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope; Summer, played by Zooey Deschanel in 500 Days of Summer; ESFP, the Entertainer; E extroverted, S sensing, F feeling, P perceiving. Characteristics: spontaneous, energetic, enthusiastic. Favorite movie genre: romantic comedies. Entertainers: ESFP are unpredictable and can be impulsive. ESFPs enjoy entertaining others, whether on stage, at work, or home. They get a burst of energy from social events.
I love the way you move on stage. The whole room belongs to you.
ESFPs can jump between their sentences with no direct line of thought, but instead a spur of knowledge. ESFPs enjoy conversing with others about other individuals. They are some of the most vivid storytellers, and their genuine benevolence is reflected in their down-to-earth nature. Characters that resemble the ESFP personality: Freddie Mercury, played by Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody. Gaston, played by Luke Evans in Beauty and the Beast. Jenna Rink, played by Jennifer Garner in 13 Going on 30. Peter Griffin, played by Seth MacFarlane in Family Guy. Steve Harrington, played by Joe Keery in Stranger Things. Thank you.